same two things that I'm focusing on today is breathing and just one hole at a time. I got the breathing down last weekend. I somewhat stayed cool until I lost my disc. I'm not necessarily planning on something bad to happen, but I'm ready for something bad to happen. I need to be as cool as a cucumber. I tend to be as hot as a jalapeno. Gotta stay cool, calm, collected. The knee's feeling weird, so there's a couple par fours out here that you can actually go for. I think I'm just gonna play for the easy birdie. My knee is in like a much needed break right now, and I've got a week coming up, so that's good. So just kind of take it easy on the backhands. 80% of the throws out here anyways are gonna be forehands, so let me get that pretty dialed in. I was gonna throw on that basket, but threw all these practice shots and forgot to hit record. The only real good one was the last one though, so didn't miss much. I guess the third thing I'm focusing on today is my release point. In my practice round yesterday, I kept releasing everything like this. I need to stop leaning over, start standing straight up, keep the chest up, and really commit. Circle 2 action, same thing, pick your hand up. I don't really have much of like a routine setup I do before tournaments. I usually get out here like within an hour before tee time. Wonder if I need to like start figuring something out. I basically just come out here, I stretch for like 10 minutes, I throw for like 10 minutes, and then I putt for like 10 minutes. And the whole time, wow. I try to get like a breathing routine going. Breathing. I've said this before, probably multiple times, but this is the first time I won a B-tier tournament last year. This was my breakout tournament, if you will. Finally put together like an actual decent round. So technically, I have to defend the throne, which means technically I should be on feature card, if we're being honest. I don't mind playing on hole 2. Hole 1's a bomber forehand anyway, so I get pretty warmed up before I play that hole. And by the way, I'm not making any excuses with my knee. If my knee was like an actual problem, I wouldn't play. I can play perfectly fine. It's just like maybe like a 3 out of 10, bothering me enough to where I know it's a thing, but like I can still throw. I do think I've lost like 30% distance, which is why I want to take it easy on these bomber holes, because there's really no point and I'm not trying to jack anything up. I said just play for the easy birds and then go stupid on the forehands. I'll throw some bomber forehands, that's fine. I need to start doing a thing where I could put a poll up on Twitter and just have you guys ask questions, and I can just do my practice routine and answer a bunch of interview questions, you know? Oh, another cool thing, we're gonna end it on this. Your boy's playing with Logan again. The Russellville guy, 980 rated. I'm gonna have to get him on the vlogs. He's a really cool dude. Might have to do a little match play with him or something, but anyways, jumping on a tournament starting on hole 2. So round 1 of the B-tier event here at Hell on the Border in Fort Smith. We're on the orange layout today. 300 feet, par 3. The basket's kind of hiding up in those trees. I'm playing it out wide with my FD3, just a little too wide. Trying to give a little circle 2 bid. Nice little air ball to start the day, cleaning it up with a par. Yeah. On to hole 3. This is a big forehand shot or just a turnover shot. I went with the turnover because it was just early and I didn't have a 450-foot pump on me. Was in the way, but it wasn't anything special. I didn't get the height right, so it kind of turned over early. Thank you. Try to give it a bid, tap it in for another par. This is a par 5. It's a 782-foot hole. You've got a creek to clear about 300 feet, and I just punched it out there with my Color Glow DD3. I'm about 300 feet into the pin. Again, the basket is tucked into those woods. Gosh, I'm getting jacked on skips today, dude. Oh my gosh. I was slightly annoyed at not getting any skips. I felt like I should have got a skip on one, definitely on this one, but I guess I was just hitting those thick patches. Regardless, was able to get the birdie on this pretty easy par 5. This is a par 4. This is one of the holes that I could probably go for. It's downhill towards the end. You could get a little eagle look, but it's such an easy birdie that I threw my Midnight Prowl 2 off the gap, pitched up with the A2, and I've got this easy look at birdie. Thank you. Pretty confident with these 15-footers. Usually I'm a little sketchy with them, but they're hitting dead center of the pole. My putt's feeling great. On a few of these shots, we'll have some people in the way. It's no big deal. You know, I don't want that camera being a distraction to anybody, so I tell them just to pretend it's not even there. So on some of these holes, you know, I have some people in the way, so don't chew them out. Hole 7, par 3, 256, straight through this double Mando. I hit the gap perfectly. I just didn't get the height right, and it left me with about a 30-foot uphill putt. You didn't get it up. A little embarrassing, I'm not going to lie. This is a hole that I like, but I don't like. It's a great shot, but you have OB right of the basket. So I played a safe hyzer, except you can literally be 12 feet from this pin and be OB. So I pitched up. I did not want to do that, but I had to. So, whoa. Grip lock on the next hole. That's a very good break. That was a horrible shot.
Thankfully, he was in the way of that horrendous shot. I was able to pitch up. I grip locked it again, actually, and left myself with this tricky little, like, 25-footer. Right on the pole. Like I said, these inside the circle putts were feeling great. This is a tricky shot. You can go down the gap, or you can play a big forehand up over the top. I actually love doing this play.
A little too far.
However, I clipped just the top of the branch, which is death.
See if I can
I was
find
having
that
PTSD at this moment, thinking of the previous tournament where I lost a disc in a tree, but it fell down and I had a sneaky little gap out of the trees.
Thank you. I got very lucky. That could have been and should have been so much worse.
Keeping the bogey-free streak alive, moving on this 330-foot tight gap shot. You've got thick woods on the right, but I hit the gap nice with my Mako 3. Leaving myself about a 25-foot putt. Not pretty. I did catch that little branch, which kind of made me a little mad, but I've got this 15-footer to clean up that I didn't clean up. It was one of those putts that, like, it could have gone in, but, like, I wasn't centered, so I can't be too upset about it. But took the bogey, move on to hole 12, 380 feet. It's a pump, but I turned it over. It was very frustrating. We had a little headwind, but I thought this disc was stable enough. Got a circle 2 look.
Come on, commit, Nate, commit. Be confident. Be confident in yourself. So I didn't have the camera on because it was a 15-footer. But I hit dead center pole, spit right back out. It wasn't even a hard putt. Just missed all the chains, hit the pole, came right back out. This is exactly what I was talking about. Take it on the chin, one hole at a time. These holes are in the past. Be positive and move forward. So here we go.
Had a little backup, so I was just kind of reminding myself and you guys that this is one of those situations where, you know, I got to take the bad and move on. I stepped up to hole 13, though, again, turned over my wrist, crushed the shot. I'm so out of position. I'm trying to throw a forehand roller to get back into position. Leave myself this horrible circle 2 putt. Hit the chain, bogeyed again. 3 bogeys in a row. I'm starting to get a little upset now, but again, I'm like, hey, you've been mentally preparing for this. You know, stay positive. You've got some par 4s coming up. I threw a great forehand shot, pitched up with the A2. Left myself this nice little 15-footer to get the birdie. Still trying to stay positive. I'm bummed out, but I'm just reminding myself, hey, move on. You know, it's not over. A crush of a drive. Unfortunately, Logan was in the way. It's not the end of the world, but I did bomb that thing. He bombed it better than me, though, and even got the eagle. I've got a deep circle 2 look. Didn't do much with it, but still cleaned it up, tapped in for the birdie. This is a great hole. Hole 16, you're wanting to throw a nice forehand. I didn't. I ended up in the woods, but you want to land in that fairway, and then you've got 300 feet to clear the creek, where there's a basket sitting at the edge of the creek. I'm not messing with it, though. I'm just pitching out with my envy. I'm playing very smart at this point. A2, hoping to clear the creek. I clipped that branch, and I got a little scared, but I just made it past the creek. Hit this nice 30-foot putt to save par. That was a little confidence booster. Hole 17, par 3, 324, straight down the gap with my envy. Unfortunately, he's in the way, but again, I can't be mad at them. Like I said, I don't want my camera being a distraction or anything, but it was a great shot. Right under the pin, got the birdie. Hole 18, 425. Again, I turned it over. I don't know what was going on with my forehand. I actually do know what was going on with my forehand, but
You are not picking your hand up, dude. Pick your freaking hand up.
I was getting very annoyed at the fact that I kept making the same mistake and I wasn't correcting it. That's basically what was going on with my forehand, too. Final hole, slipped on the tee pad. I hate slipping on the tee pad, but
I literally slipped on the practice round, too.
It is what it is. I still managed to have a circle 2 putt, and again, just could not get it up.
18 holes of me making the same exact mistake every single time. Not getting the hand up. Oh! Finished at 2 down. I think the lead is 6 down right now, so I'm not off. 3 bogeys in a row didn't help, one of them being a spit out. That's kind of unfortunate, but that's the thing that I was telling you guys, that I had to take that on the chin. Followed it up with another bogey, but it is what it is. On to round 2, out the white course. It's about to be a birdie fest, dude.